Yeah, I just have a question. If you have 30 clients, Anthony, like, are you giving them individualized programs, or do you have like a system where some people get the same workouts? Like, how do you deal with, that's a lot of people to have. So how
Mhm.
do you work that out?
Yeah. And I've generally, honestly, it's a little more time consuming. And that's where I capped it at 30. Cause I mean, I've heard some online coaches, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing or a good thing, but I mean, I've heard online coaches sometimes carrying up to like 90 to 120 clients at a time, which just blows my mind that that's even, I mean, it usually from what I hear doesn't, it's not possible. But when I do 30, I like to take a little bit more time to generally build out most clients' programs unique to them. But there are certain cases too where after you do it for a while, you can save each one as a template. Where if I have two clients coming in with a very similar goal at a very similar part in their life, it's easy to translate and at least put a starting profile or a starting program on, and then just make edits based on the individual. So I never use the same one twice, because I also take into account what we'll talk about too, like personal enjoyment and motivation towards workouts and exercises is really important to me. And I've just noticed for clients as well, if a client really, really dislikes Bulgarian split squats, let's say, right, just really doesn't like them. It's a balance challenge. It's a great exercise, but I'm not going to make them do it if they hate it, because if you hate a specific exercise or a workout split or whatever it is, you're generally going to give it less effort. You're going to give it less consistency, which those are the big rocks, right? Those are the things that matters. Like, are you going to be consistent? Are you going to bring the effort towards it? So that's where, if I have a training program, then I'm like, oh, this might fit, and you can save them, because after you have clients over years and years, you'll have made 1,000 iterations to different training programs. So it's good to have, I think, some base programs to then edit off of and make changes based on the person, right? So never just a copy and paste program, but I think it is nice to have a base outline, because generally you can design a great workout for each kind of split for each individual, but then save it where if you have, for example, a client who's looking for body recomposition that can train 4 to 5 times per week with a knee injury, that is a little niche, but you might get that again a few months from now. And it'd be nice to at least have that base skeleton that you could start from, instead of just building from scratch.